Hi, I am back for more. When I reacted to Ado a couple of weeks ago, you guys were excited. I was excited. So I really promised myself that if there's gonna be something new from Ado, I will immediately look at that. And we've actually got a new cover from her. It's a cover of Overdose and it just came up a couple of days ago. So I'm excited to see it. Let's get into it. Let me also remind you very quick that this month we're gonna have a special evening in our Patreon where we're gonna dedicate the whole evening to Japanese music. So if you would like to see that and join us, then definitely check the link down below. I have to say that I've been bombarded by my close people and friends that find Ado through my video, and I've got like 5 messages already like, are you gonna react to this or not? Because I'm listening to this non-stop. So this is how you handle lower tones. Because most of the people will lose any stability in a very low spaces. Low tones are very, very difficult, and prior to what most people believe, that they're super easy. You just kind of randomly sing them, and that's it, right? Lower tones do not have as much support as the higher belty sounds, right? So you have to know how to really lower your, drop your larynx, be able to really ease down into those tones, keep some color in it. And if you do manage to do all this, it's gonna get this really nice, fuzzy, warm sound that she had there. But again, can be very, very tricky. In most compositions, in most song compositions, we do have very low parts to create a massive contrast to the very high heights, right? So imagine the song would start somewhere in the middle and we would work out our way up to, I don't know, E5, for example. It would make such an intense effect than when you start really, really low, like very low in octave, and then you work out like the span of maybe octave and a half up. It is really, really much more on ice, the difference. I really like that combo with a little bit of a restriction is getting the very Shakira song. Right? It's just a very occasional, tiny little bit of restriction. It's adding a lot of intensity to her sound. So if she would stay in that one area of the really relaxed lower tone, we would get a very kind of monotone momentum at one point. So right? At one point, it's really nice, but at one point it would get repetitive. So she started to add on a little bit of a restriction here and there, just to get a little bit of like a kind of like underlying tiny aggressivity and intense feeling that is kind of slowly building up because she's adding it progressively. Oh, this song is a jam. I do not know this song, and I like it. There's a little yodel on that. So you're going from the open tone into the head voice with a closed, but it still fulfills the attributes of the yodel basically, because we're going from the bass up and back. Her fry reminds you of a little kitten. Like, you know, like it's cute and it's a little playful, that could a little roar that she hasn't, like a little fry, but you know that she can claw your ass out if she would want to, because that's Ado. Wow, the amount of the ad-libs layered on top of each other were like tickling, they tickle your brain. Her music mix is always incredible, always. I've never heard her miss on production. It's always just incredible. We have more dominant restriction in the chorus. You can hear a lot more there. The layers, there were so many layers to put them together so nicely and coherently is really well done. Like, she does play a lot with her covers. She gives her covers the new dimension, always really honoring the original artist, but giving it enough new sauce, if you know what I mean. That cut through directly through the passaggio. Da, 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 da. Her movement is very fluent. She doesn't try to perfectly balance it so it's seamless. She actually plays a lot around her break. She does like to make it pretty obvious, or better said, she doesn't mind it. And that's what I really appreciate about her, because most of the singers do try to really avoid or kind of almost erase their vocal break. And with my students as well, I really try to embrace the vocal break too. Like, you can work with that and create a really interesting, fascinating sounds. And the vocal break is usually perceived as the enemy of the singer. And I think singers like Ado really do show everyone that you can create so many interesting, fun sounds around and with the vocal break. It's really not a thing to necessarily avoid by all means. Don't stop the music. My brain absolutely loves the layering. There's something in it that's just hidden the right spot. All right, this was very atypical sound for Ado for me. It was very laid back. I really like the style that she chose for this one. And honestly, I didn't know if I should choose One Piece or this cover of Overdose. I'm pretty happy that I've chose this one, even though I still plan to react to One Piece at one point. For sure, let me know down in the comments if you would be interested in that. But I enjoyed this. This is definitely a vibe, and this is also a definitely much more muted, much more interesting side to her voice that I personally didn't have a chance to discover yet. So I am very happy that I've seen this one. But if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here's the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. Here is the rest of my Japanese videos. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.